Good afternoon, students. This is Symon. I wish to welcome you into your e-learning platform. You are required to confirm every note sent to you on the LMS. Make sure always before you start any attendance, you mark your attendance before attending your LMS lessons. Today's lesson we shall be looking at hospital hygiene. And your first topic will be microorganisms. So if anyone has an idea what microorganism is, can tell us, please. By definition, microorganisms are those organisms that are so small that cannot be seen by naked eyes. So you need the help of a microscope in order to observe them. So during our lesson, we shall go step by step on your objectives as it has been outlined on your LMS. We shall look at the different classification of microorganisms, the types of microorganisms. We shall differentiate between the pathogens and non-pathogenic microorganisms. We shall give examples of each microorganism and their characteristics. We shall look at the different stages of bacteria, that we shall observe the bacterial growth curve in order to determine which stage is exactly perfect when disinfecting or sterilizing hospital equipment. And lastly, we shall look at the different methods of sterilization. So to start with, I wish to start with a definition of terms. So we say that hygiene is an act of maintaining a disease-free environment, or an environment that is free from disease-causing microorganisms. When we talk of pathogens are those microorganisms that they are characteristics or they are characterized by disease. Their existence cause diseases, while the non-pathogenic has no effect on human health, but cause some effects which are not threatening to human health. So, first of all, in order to understand, when we talk about hospital hygiene, we need to understand why is it important to maintain a hygienic environment in a hospital. You understand that a health facility is a place where you deal with a sick patient. Sick patients have low immuno or immunity, and it's through the immunity that you have the white blood cells are capable of fighting diseases. So with low immunity, you need to maintain that the patient is in a very clean environment to enhance and to promote the healing process. And that's why it's always important to maintain a hygienic environment. Secondly, I give examples of pathogens. Examples of pathogens are virus, bacteria, amoebas. And if we talk about the virus, you know that virus are those organisms which are involved by cell division and cell multiplication, and hence the the cells as a microorganisms can exist even for temperatures above 100 degrees. So in order to kill microorganisms, you need temperatures which are greater than 100 degrees. That's why it's always advisable to use a sterilizer or autoclave when sterilizing a virus, because you need to maintain a high temperature and high pressure. Secondly, if I look at non-pathogens, since they have no effect on human health but cause an effect like excess gas in your digestive system, which is necessarily not a high risk to human health. Uh, so up to that point, let's look at the difference between disinfection and sterilization. So, in definition, disinfection is a process whereby you render you render microorganism ineffective. It's partially destruction of microorganism. While sterilization, it's permanent destruction of disease-causing microorganisms. And you know that for disinfection, you just need we use the direct methods. Direct methods are like spraying, dusting, fumigation, where you use disinfectants like jig, Dettol or powder disinfectants. But for sterilization, it's where we observe specific requirement like temperatures must be above 100 degrees at a pressure of more than 45 bars. And usually that's why you find that sterilization we use a special equipment called autoclave. For autoclaving, we may have a single chamber or double chamber autoclave, whereby for single chamber, all the evaporation chamber and the compartment chamber are enclosed on one compartment. But for the double chamber, the evaporator is separated from the holding compartment. And all this information you shall find it on your LMS. They are not there in form of a PDF. So make a point of going through those notes. And I hope up to that point I shall meet you next time. And that's why unless there is anyone with any question. Thank you.